to triumph and success after being discovered in the industry. He released his first studio album in 2013 titled The Deluxe Edition by Connell Cruise. His debut landed him 3 South African music nominations the following year. He then went on to be called the cover version of Avicii's hit Wake Me Up, which presented him with a #1 spot on iTunes Chat. This morning we talked to the singer-songwriter on his new offering. Connell, welcome to Morning Live.
Thank you for having me. It's great to be here.
It's funny, and I don't know if people often say this to you, but when you follow someone's career and you see the music, you watch the interviews, all of that, you feel like you're part of that person's life. Like, I feel like I've known you for a while because I've known your music for a while.
But we just met today.
We just met today. Just putting that disclaimer there. So, talk to me, do people have that familiarity with you?
I wouldn't know. I try to keep pretty level-headed, and I think people are generally quite level-headed around me. So I think we're all pretty.
Okay, so you balance everybody out. Talk to me about this music thing and this bug and this idea that you could make a career out of it, and then how South Africans reacted to the music.
What you just read, my first album was released about 4 years ago. But since then, I've had quite a journey, quite an experience. I released a song called Into the Wild that when it was released in South Africa, it went to #1 on the charts, and it started trending. And that's what caught the attention of L.A. Reid in the United States.
Yeah, it's a very good song.
And we flew over there, and I signed with an American label, Island Records. And for the last 2 and a bit years, I've been based in New York City, where I've been promoting my music and touring around that beautiful country. And right now, I've come back to South Africa to release this brand new album. It's called Barely Breathing. It's my latest one, my second full-length album. And the single's on air today. Actually, it released last Friday, and it debuted at #1 on the iTunes charts.
Wow, that's
which is
fantastic.
really cool. So it's really fun. It's really fun to see people go on.
So musically, where are you at the moment? Because I mean, you know, you've got this international experience now. You've seen the other side of the coin, and you're back here. Does that open up your mind to kind of where you could go musically?
Oh yeah, definitely. It opens up my mind to what the industry could be. You know, I think growing up in the South African music industry, and I've only been doing this for 4 years, so I mean, I don't know everything there is to know. But certainly spending time in the United States and seeing how they do things there, going into radio stations and TV shows and record labels and publishing houses, it's a different game. It's another level completely. And it's really inspiring to come back here and share what I've been learning, especially when I do co-writes. I love co-writing, and I love collaborating with other artists. And walking into a session after being in Nashville for a few weeks and coming back to Joburg and Cape Town and saying, guys, you won't believe how they do things there. Let's try and make something magic. Yeah, it's really powerful.
Does marriage change you lyrically?
That's a good question. Yeah, I am married, and I think it does change. I think I'm a lot more hopeful. Now that I'm married, life is going to
score big points with your wife.
life has a lot more meaning. Before I was married, all of my music was really sad, and now that I'm married, all my music's really happy.
Now it's hopeful. Where do creatives sit when it comes to covering songs that eventually then goes on to also be recognized? So Avicii's song was pretty big. You covered it, and it got a really nice reaction as well. Where do creatives sit in that space?
Well, a good song's a good song, whether I wrote it or didn't. Reluctantly, I wish I wrote a lot of the music that's out there. On this album, there's another cover I do of James Bay's "Let It Go."
Yeah,
great song, a great artist. I think at the end of the day, music is powerful because it connects to what's inside of people, and it connects from what's inside of people. And when an artist, a great artist, puts out a song, it's a great song. And whether it's something I've written or not, I want to get into that space, I want to get into that headspace, and I want to give that interpretation. I think it's a very cool way to go out of your own box that you put yourself in as a creative, to explore other waters. I think it can only improve your ability.
Okay, so we've got a wrap to give Connell Cruise more time to perform, but the new album is out. It's called Barely Breathing. It performed at the Barnyard Theatre last night. All you've got to do is Google connellcruise.com to find out more information, where his next performances are, and where his music is available. We'll take an break anyway.